Magic 89.9.
Today's Best Music Magic 89.9, 7 minutes after 3 o'clock. We are taking over from the halftime show. You've got Jada here.
And the wee man.
Yeah.
I was waiting for your cue about the microphone. So sorry.
No,
But,
it's okay.
we're here.
It's on. And this
Yay.
is Pitstop.
Yay.
We are back, boys and girls, and we are hot and ready for today's guesting, okay? Because we are starting pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Eggay, just sometimes it's so his timing really. Yeah. Remember
What's up, Eggay?
when we have Chief Marcus here and he wasn't here, and now that we have our chairman, but later on we'll introduce our guest for all of for everybody's benefit. He's not here. It's you know what, Eggay, just so everybody knows, he's always here, not on time but always early.
Yes.
Okay, he's usually here an hour early before
You
the
better
show.
have a good reason, buddy.
The one time that he does this, we're all mad at him.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the show, boys and girls. Thank you so much for catching us on playback.tv/magic899. I think there's a Twitch TV we are on somewhere. Just type up Magic. We're going to show up for sure. And if you are driving on the road, 89.9 on the dial. And today we are so privileged and we are so proud because I think we are starting to wrap the year up somewhat.
Yeah.
So this is like the best way, right?
I mean, Burr months have started months ago, but now it's like the final boss of Burr months.
We have to
we're here
to tie the ribbon or something like that. And this is one of the ties in the ribbon. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following us on our social media accounts, this afternoon we are going to talk about major 2025 automotive trends and sales performances. Okay, what's been in, out, hot during 2025, and of course looking forward to 2026.
Yes.
And what better way to have this discussion but to guest the very handsome Nax, chairman of GT Capital Auto and Mobility Holdings Inc. for this crucial discussion we're going to have this afternoon. Boys and girls, let's all welcome Chairman Vince Socco. Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, both of you, and I'm really happy to be here. Thanks for giving me this little platform.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. And I believe you have a very, very busy holiday, not for personal reasons, but still about work, right?
Yeah. Well, in the last quarter in December is especially the busiest time of the year. I mean, not only for all our elves and our little helpers around the gift shops, but definitely around the whole country. We're trying to deliver on cars and making sure that everybody's holidays are complete and everybody's ready to go.
And you are actually, thank you so much for making time because I believe
thank you so much.
He's flying to somewhere else tomorrow.
Yes.
Well,
work.
yeah, just right.
We were told.
We were told, yeah.
A little bubwit.
We were told that you were going to go fly off somewhere as soon as you get out of the studio. But let's get the ball rolling.
Yes.
And sir, let's talk about how did 2025 fare for the automobile industry sales-wise compared to the previous years? Let's start from, let's say, 2020 during the pandemic.
Oh.
How are we faring this 2025?
We're going back that far, but certainly
it's
it's really recovered from COVID and when things really, it was a shutdown, so nothing was really moving.
You can
literally,
really say it's completely recovered.
I think by 2023 the industry already got back to pre-COVID levels.
Okay.
And I think this year is really just another record year for the industry. We're going to be able to...
Why do you say that?
Because we are going to make record sales this year. Last year, sales was a new record at 475,000. This year, we probably will finish the year, the industry at least, will finish about 490 to 495,000.
This is all four wheels.
4 wheels.
All 4 wheels.
It's a bit short of what we had intended it or seen would happen this. There you go. Hi. Somebody just walked in.
Somebody.
I know.
Talk about
somebody you know.
Yeah, somebody I know who asked me to be here.
Okay, let's finish this thought first and then we'll get to that somebody.
But then, so the industry had expected that this year we would break the 500,000 ceiling for the first time.
Okay.
But I think there's a bit of a slowdown in the third quarter. And so we probably will just come in just under 500.
I see.
Okay.
Fingers crossed, we might just cross it.
Okay. I want to know what the factor is for the slowdown in the third quarter. But before we get into that, hello. So, kumusta naman?
Good to see you, buddy.
Teka. O natin microphone mo.
Hi.
Ayun.
Sorry for being.
Sorry, what's your name again?
And by the way, thanks for coming.
I love the wittiness.
You know what? I love it because hindi siya makapalag kay Chairman.
Ay, wala. Ay. Boss,
You know what, Chair?
iba
Okay.
yan. Lahat pinapalagan yan.
Palaban yan. Palaban.
He's like the most super mang asar in the show. But now coming from you, it's like, sir, okay, sir.
Well, he's on the back foot. So, medyo labang ako doon. Yamado ako.
So, Eggay, welcome back to the show. It's been 2 weeks, man.
Yeah. No, I was here last week.
No, we
For
weren't.
Christmas party.
Yeah. We weren't here. We all of us weren't here last
I
week.
know,
So
I
The
know.
party
yeah.
boy.
Yeah. Ay, yes. Oh, party boy. I'm sure mamaya may nakaschedule yan.
Yeah.
Nag-record pa kayo,
May
ah.
dinner kami ni Boss Vince.
Yun.
Kaya pala maaga uwi.
No,
Kaya pala.
I have a
Okay.
dinner engagement. He just didn't say it was with him.
Okay. All right, Sir Vince. Okay, so what do you think is the factor that slowed down sales in the third quarter of
Yeah.
this year? You could have reached 500 a little bit
Yeah,
earlier,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, right. Well, for the third quarter was slowed down a bit. That's primarily because of the natural calamities. I think there were so many storms during the
Typhoons,
third
yes.
quarter, July to September. There's somebody showed us a record that says that this year in the third quarter there were 14 typhoons or reported storms. The same quarter last year there were only 9.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's
More than
5 storms more, and the intensity of the storms were that
Yeah.
much more too. No. Then, as a result, and including all the national holidays and additional holidays that were declared, there were about 8, I think, in the third quarter last year, and 18 in the third quarter this year. So there was really a disruption in the business environment. So I think that was primarily, I think, the reason for
Which was
it.
inevitable, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that was prime, and then of course all the evolving political issues.
the eventual political
the
climate
stormy
that
government.
followed.
Yeah, but-
Yes.
The stormy government.
Yeah,
the
but
climate
still,
and the political climate followed.
we still attribute it more to the disruption brought by the weather, the weather calamities. So
Yeah.
that really slowed down the industry.
There was just too much.
Yeah, there was just too much.
Yeah.
I mean, the earthquake in Cebu, the typhoons,
The
that
floods.
devastated-
The floods.
Yeah, Cebu is
Yeah.
a growth center for the industry. It's one of the biggest
The
regions.
lack of support.
Yeah.
Yeah. Proud Cebuano.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bisaya ko eh.
Oh, okay. Wow, I have an off mic question for you, and I will ask you if you can bring it on mic for
Aha.
because you're a Cebuano.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah.
All right.
Okay. If Bianca, our very own Bianca, if she's tuned in, hey, you can come in anytime and take a story, take a video or photo because you couldn't because you weren't here. We told her you weren't here.
Kakahiya naman kay Bianca.
The
kakahiya
sofa's
kay
gone.
Bianca.
Ayaw ni Bianca, wala na yung sofa.
No, Bianca's gonna be here later, and she's gonna take videos and photos of all of us. But okay, before we move on to more conversations, we are gonna take a very short break. Hang in there, boys and girls. But wait, let me see. What am I gonna do? Oh
Hey,
yeah,
man.
we're gonna do this.
The Pit Stop with Jada, We and Eggay.
Magic 89.9.
They had a song number a while ago, so they probably tweaked it for them, and I don't know if that tweaking is affecting how we're sounding right now. Maybe. So of course, the very lovely Chairman Vince is with us today.
Thank you,
Again,
thank
if
you.
you just tuned in, he's the chairman of GT Capital Auto and Mobility Holdings Inc. And before we left for music and a commercial, we were talking about the sales for 2025 breaking records. Yes,
Yep.
for the first time in a year, just a year, right?
yeah, right.
Yeah. And the only thing that slowed us down is the the climate and the political climate that came after the
political
climate.
flood.
Lumakas ba ang pickups dahil sa mga flooding?
Maybe, no? Maybe the need and the want for
Land
pickups.
Cruiser, mga ganun.
Land Cruiser.
That's Wee's next goal.
Okay.
Ay, nako po.
Why next goal? Let's make it happen.
Oh!
Tapon mo na yung ano mo.
Huwag naman.
I love it.
Wag naman.
Which color? Which color?
Which color do you like?
White, syempre.
Okay.
Ako din, white. Pareho tayo. I
Boss
hope there's
Vince, request na the GR LC3.
Ba?
Why do you want that?
Namili pa.
Medyo choosy pala to
No, I'm not choosy.
Kahit ano, okay, basta puti. But yes, since Eggay, brought up the question of pickups, did the need, did the rise or the demand for pickup rise after the flooding in the third quarter of 2025?
Well, you would say that it would, but the fact is an excise tax was imposed on pickup trucks middle of the year. So this actually caused some disruption because the
sales.
prices went up by about 20%. So that's a very significant
big,
rise in
big.
price. So but there was a lot of pull forward. People knew it was coming because this was already being talked about by the government, and this was part of the revenue raising. So it was just going to come. It was just a matter of when, not if. So it did come. So people were actually pulling their purchases forward. So the first half of the year saw a lot more pickup sales.
Yeah.
The second half of the year is kind of slowed down
Oh, because of the price.
because of that
Not
price hike.
because, that's weird, huh?
Yeah. Then, I think maybe the pickups will still be there, but for really commercial use. Maybe those pickups would be
businesses?
purchased for businesses,
Fleets,
for off-roads, for provincial use, hauling, that was really what the pickup segment is really designed
Not for hobbies like overlanding.
Well, yeah, maybe for metropolitan use. It's not necessarily your everyday street car, but it served the purpose, and people have come to rely on pickups. They're a good vehicle, and I think they have a lot of legs on that. Yeah.
Yes.
The percentage between the EVs and the our traditional cars. Oh, what do you call the non-EV cars?
I see.
ICE. Yes. What is the percentage in terms of sales for 2025? I'm not interested about last year because 2025 is really the EV, the year of the EV.
Yeah, I think they really come. So last year, I think the electrified vehicles, as we call them, that's
electrified.
battery electric vehicles, which is full battery operated. You have the plug-in hybrid electrics, which is a battery and motor that you can plug in, and then you have the hybrid electric, which is the motor and the engine. So last year they comprised about 5% of the whole market. This year they're up to twice as much, 11% of the market. Sales have really grown a lot.
11% of almost 500,000 cars.
Yeah, so that's quite a number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question, sir.
Yes.
What is your take on the plateau of sales of EVs and the rise of hybrid vehicles?
It's new technology. You always have the early adapters. So and electric has been on the table for the longest time. It's just that these vehicles are not made available in any number of models or even a limited number of models in the country. So there wasn't really a lot of uptake. But then, you had this wave of electric vehicle offerings that hit the market, a lot of education. There was legislation through the Evida law that actually promoted the use of electric vehicles. So you kind of had a confluence of factors, and that stimulated demand for electrified vehicles. So I think it's naturally, inevitably where the market is going. There's no denying that the future is electric. It's just in which form. But then Toyota has a different view of things, that outside of the electric vehicles that are supposed to gain more and more traction over time, we still believe in a multi-pathway. So even ICE engines, which are more fuel efficient and which emit less emissions, still have a role to play, because not every market can support electrified vehicles. Some of them will not have the infrastructure. Some of them can't invest for the necessary support mechanisms for electric vehicles, because it can be costly.
It is.
And ultimately, the goal of electrified vehicles or electric vehicles is really, and this is, I think, one of the questions that most people always forget to ask or give an answer to, is why the move to electrified vehicles? And the answer is quite simple. We want to be able to reduce emissions. So it's about carbon neutrality. So there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution because different countries, different governments, different peoples have different paces of development. So even the United States, the level of electrification over there is not really that high.
Yeah.
Japan is primarily still on hybrids. Europe has probably the highest uptake if we accept China, which has built their whole automotive industry on the concept of electric vehicles.
yes.
So they're throughout the country, they have their infrastructure, they have their charging stations, they have their incentives. It was a very holistic approach. So, as I said, China built their auto industry on the premise of an electric vehicle car. And so that's why they have the biggest really population. And now that production capacity and that technology is being exported to other markets.
Wow. Okay. So you said that the primary invention, production, creation of an electric vehicle is to lessen our carbon footprint. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
It's not because of the shortage of fuel.
No, I mean, you know what, Jada?
Okay.
I mean, in fact, we in Eggay, I remember the time when people used to talk, when Toyota first introduced the hybrid vehicle, way back in 97, the first
Prius.
hybrid Prius, the Prius, right? And all the car makers were just like saying, oh, that's a marketing gimmick. Who wants to drive a quiet car? You gotta hear the engine. It looks so weird. And all of those naysayers. And since the time we introduced the Prius to today, Toyota has sold over 20 million hybrid vehicles. And now everybody is embracing the technology. It's like heaven sent. And so we still thank you so much, because the more there are users of this technology, the better for
It is
everyone.
yes.
And we don't have to wait for charging stations, for the whole infrastructure network to be developed. We can deploy a solution for carbon neutrality today in mass production at affordable prices.
Yes.
And technology that's actually operable,
Yes. that's
right? And you have peace of mind using it. So for us, again, it's a matter of readiness. So we shift from one technology to the other depending on how quickly we can put things into place.
Ako, I have Pero, Sir Vince, you mentioned about Toyota introducing the Prius back in the day, no? Toyota, for me, it seems like they're the trendsetter for technology. Now that the Toyota introduced the hydrogen-powered cars, how well did the industry embrace this in terms of releasing it in the future for their own brands?
Well, I think the use of fuel cells and hydrogen fuel is really something, again, that's just around the corner. So in the same manner that electric vehicles had challenges about, how to put up those charging stations, and hydrogen fuel also has its own challenges. The cost of production is high, how you're going to distribute that. But it's actually, strictly speaking, you can convert your not to oversimplify, but you can convert your petrol stations today. Instead of pumping fuel, petrol, you're probably pumping hydrogen. So you just have to refit everything without having to set up any special kind of charging network, right? So in the same way that hybrids don't need any kind of support because it's self-charging, right? So the technology is around the corner. It's just a matter of really when the technology becomes affordable and the fuel becomes affordable. So again, it's a journey, and so it's not for us as an automaker like Toyota to dictate that it's fuel cells or hydrogen, that's the future. So please buy our hydrogen vehicles. No, it's not the case. So when you say that Toyota's a trendsetter, I wouldn't necessarily say we're a trendsetter, but we have a big ear. We have two big ears that listen to our customers. And they tell us what technology to bring. And we bring them that technology in the most affordable way, the best quality that we can, and most importantly, we are able to keep those cars on the road, because every day, every hour, every minute that you can't use your car is depriving you of your mobility.
Yes.
So it's our after-sales network is there to make sure that and we know cars will break down. We try to say that even Toyota breaks down, but we do try to build in the quality that assures owners that it won't break down as often. But when it does,
We'll be
we
there.
are committed to get you back on the road at the soonest possible time.
Because
love that.
Jada, sorry, Eggay, Jada, don't you guys feel smarter?
Of course. I know. Just because Sir Vince is in the room.
Wow.
I know, right.
Toyota came in early, too early. I remember driving the first Prius in the country. That was
Wow.
more than 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember not the exact SRP, but I think it was around
1.8.
no, mahal.
mahal.
3.3 something million.
Yeah,
And then TMP came out with the Prius C that was supposed to be cheaper, but
Yeah.
it was at that time it was still expensive at 2 point something
Yes,
million.
In the 90s, right?
No.
Oh,
2007,
early
the Prius came in,
2000s.
and then
Okay.
about after 3-4 years, the Prius C
Yeah,
came.
right.
And one buyer was our fellow, a TMP, formerly with TMP, now Motoring Media, Carlo Chungonco.
Oh,
Yeah, the Prius C.
right.
And during that time, it was still expensive, the Prius C. It was about 2.4 million.
Yeah, right.
Why do I remember it as 1.9? I don't know.
Baka you got a discount.
you probably got a discount.
Media.
Yes.
Your dad
half
got a
of it was
discount.
airtime and half of it was cash. Okay.
It is- yeah.
Speaking of, you first before I go
No,
here.
but-
Yeah, this is
Yeah, the Prius, right? Remember, in almost 20 years ago, ang daming apprehensions about Toyota's
Yes.
Prius.
Yes.
And then, I believe in ever since the Prius came out, I started believing in Accio Toyota. Diba? So when I heard about the hydrogen fuel cell, diba? So I go, okay, so you better watch out for this because, it's again another, something from Toyota.
It's a
And-
hippie term, trendsetter, but they always do it first.
Yeah.
And-
maybe accidental. They didn't mean to, but because
Yeah.
they listen to their,
Yeah.
to their
Customers.
clients, to their customers.
Right, yeah.
And speaking of clients and customers, saying hello to our listeners on playback.tv/magic899 Lex, to JPC Ton, to Negatron, Victor Torres.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. Hi, Dow, Sir Vince. They're
Hello.
saying hi to you. And here's a question for you. Let's just say, here's a scenario. Some guy who's
Sir
fresh.
Vince, she's about to buy kasi a hybrid.
No, okay. Well,
Bakit to? They always make
the
me want to
operative
spend.
word should be taken out about you will buy a hybrid.
Yes.
I will buy.
And you will
Yeah.
need Toyota Financial Services.
I will. Okay. So, but anyways, okay. Let's just say somebody, fresh out of college, his first car, looking forward to his first car. He doesn't want to. He probably all his college life he probably used a second-hand car already, and now
hand-me-down.
or a hand-me-down, or now that he's starting a new career, a new job, or something like that, he already got his offer. He knows his budget for the month, and let's say he's gonna go to BGC from Quezon City on a daily, and lo and behold, he bumps into you on the sidewalk, right, on the pavement, and he asks you, he knows you, he's seen you on Pitstop. So, sir, anong kotse ang bibilin ko?
Well, I guess the first question I'm going to ask him is, well, how do you use your car, or how do you see yourself? What's your daily drive? I mean,
Your
is
route.
it from home to school, or first job? Is your job around the corner? Do you do a lot of out-of-town trips? Are you planning to settle soon? Do you have a dog with you? I mean, there's so many other questions to qualify what kind of car, But again, it goes back to the fact that we listen to the customers and we don't force any one solution. And that's what's great about Toyota. Toyota has the widest lineup of products in the market today. So we have a vehicle, thankfully, and we're really very thankful for this, is that we have a vehicle for almost every lifestyle, every use. So again, I don't know that there's anyone. You can have your aspirational car. You probably would say, one day I'm going to be in a Lexus, but maybe today I'm just getting into my first job. It's probably going to be in it's going to be the entry level. It could be the Vigo, it could be the
Elevative,
Ative, yeah. But there are a number of vehicles in that segment that you could consider. But if you're more of the outdoor type, you probably could go for a hatchback more than a sedan. That's probably better for you to take your equipment out. You can fold down the rear seats to get more space for cargo and equipment.
Just cargo.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So So I think it's difficult to say in a hypothetical way what car I'd tell you to buy, but I certainly know the questions to ask.
So many things to consider, especially for somebody who's starting.
Let's ask Jada.
What?
Yeah. So how would you use your daily drive?
Wait, hang on.
Just from house to work.
On a day, just from house to work. Dropping the kids off to school and doing chore.
Headroom ang kailangan mo.
I know. Headroom,
Toyota
legroom.
Zenith.
Gusto ko ng Land Cruiser. Kaya lang haba daw ng pilo.
Ay,
Sabi sa akin.
there's no such thing as a pila.
No, they said, sir.
No, there's
Sa
no
Ano talagang
Test Drive
hindi
Festival.
natin ka-level to. Hindi ako wala talaga tayo
Sa height
dito.
pa lang
Zenix
naman.
ka pala, nasa Land
Oh, yun na nga eh.
Layo ka.
Zenix ang
Parang medyo
ko eh.
hindi swak yung dalawa.
Galing. All right.
Different market.
All right. Well, while we ponder on our next car purchase, or talk about it, or discuss, or debate about it, let's take a very short break. When we come back, we've got some G-Easy for you. Don't go anywhere.
The Pit Stop with Jada, we and Eggay.
Magic 89.9.
This is the Pit Stop. 14 minutes to go before we hit 4 o'clock. And we were supposed to have Chairman Vince only until 4. But he extended a quarter more after 4 o'clock.
Because you're buying.
Yeah.
Uy, grabe.
I wanted
Sir,
to talk to
okay
you
lang
about
po.
your purchase.
Yes.
Sir, okay lang po. Sige, sir. No, but what conversation did we leave off from? How do you see 2026 for the car sales industry? How do you think it's going to look like despite the third quarter and the political weather that came after that?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think the outlook for the industry next year is also very encouraging. I mean, of course, there's all of this that's happening now, all of this turmoil. But the good thing is that the economy is still fundamentally sound. Mm-hmm. So what we have is the passing wind of this current situation with the politics, and it will get settled at some point. Mm-hmm. So fundamentally, the economy is sound, and so when everything is settled and some resolutions are put into place, then business will come back strong. Mm-hmm. I think not just for the automotive, but generally speaking. This year, our gross domestic product will probably be lower than expected. The government had planned on 5.5 to 6.5. We probably will end up. Nomura research says it might be 4.7. Maybe it's between 4.7 to 5. Maybe that's where it'll end up because it's been a tough third quarter. Maybe the fourth quarter will pick up a little bit, but not that much so. I think next year will still be a good year. The economy is sound, and more importantly, I think the journey of the Philippines towards motorization is actually only just beginning. We have a population of 110, 115 million people. The average age is about 26. We have all of these people coming into the labor force. They'll start earning. They'll start spending. They will have access to credit. So that demographic bonus will run through 2040, 2050, because we are very young, and the number of people per 1,000 vehicles is the second lowest in the region. And we have such a big population.
Yeah, we do.
And we are an archipelagic country. So the need for cars to bring farm to market, for transport people, places, as infrastructure goes, the role of four-wheel vehicles or even two-wheelers or even trucks, that will continue to grow and that will continue to feed into the market. So the mid, long-term outlook, there's still a lot of miles to go. Next year in particular, hopefully the second half will be much more robust because we're having a very low-based second half this year. So probably the growth in second half next year will be much more significant. The first half of the year might probably have some carryover from this year's difficulties. But I think as we go into the second quarter, we'll see an uptick in sales. I'm hoping at least that it will. Government's trying to do its best. They're trying to catch up with spending because they had to kind of hide away from spending because they had to put checks in place. They had to look into several things.
Yes.
But
Among
now
other
that they've
things.
made some have some traction on that, I think they're starting to come back and say, with all of this government spending, because undeniably government spending is a big factor in how the economy grows. Consumption. This quarter, the fourth quarter, is usually the peak for the industry, for auto sales. So you'll have that pickup in this fourth quarter, and I think that will carry on into next year.
You know what, guys? If you're planning a business in 2026, you missed out on a lot if you did not listen to the last 2 minutes of Chairman Vince's answer to our question, because already there are the numbers that you need. Okay, if you're planning whatever it is that you're planning, your financial plans for 2026, all the numbers are there. Sir Vince just really laid it out for everybody. He stopped
But
research.
by the way, I'm not sure that I'm right.
Actually, Jada and Eggay, when I get out of this room, I'm gonna ride my head up high and my chin up high. I think I'm very smart after this session with Sir Vince.
When you go back to your group of friends or to your office, you know what, guys? The average number of age here in the Philippines is 26
Do you
years
know how
old.
many years
Until
sold
2040, 12
Yeah.
for the year 2025?
Yes.
But that, despite a slow third quarter, see, there you go.
From July to September and all of those things. But okay, apart from the climate, what other challenges did you face in 2025 in terms of car sales?
I think there haven't been any other significant challenges except the slowdown that happened in the third quarter. The first half of the year was actually very robust. Supply chains were fully regularized. I mean, especially for Toyota, we had difficulties before supplying the Japan CBU models like the Land Cruisers, the Alfards, the RAV4s, and all of that. So that was all regularized because the global supply chain was all sorted out. So we managed to get things back on track. So the first semester was really a really good year, a good period. Then the third quarter came and they kind of slowed things down a bit. We're hoping the fourth quarter, we're thinking the
Yes,
fourth
of
quarter
course.
will actually pick up again. And as we go into next year, the good thing about what's happening now in the slowdown because of everything, the climate that's happening right now in the country, I think it's very political. So what has to happen is actually to get the confidence back, the consumer confidence. Our economy is 70% driven by consumption. So that's why we've been insulated from all the difficulties of the increase in tariffs from the U.S., the slowdown in exports to China, because we are a very highly domestic consumption market. So if we give that back to the consumers, of course, inflation is very stable now. It came down from 4%. We're at 1.7% on inflation. So prices have stabilized. Oil prices have stabilized from a year ago. They've come out from $80 per barrel. We're now doing about $60 per barrel. So, and that's a big driver of cost, So if the consumer really gets their groove back, if they get their mojo back, I think that will really be a big driver. Then if government gets back on their spending, that's another big driver of growth for next year. So I think we just have to be confident and we'll ride this out. And if there's one thing that really has described the Philippines through every kind of turmoil, ordeal, or what have you, whether it's natural calamity or man-made or political, whatever, it's that we are such a resilient people. We have this uncanny ability to bounce back
To rise
from
above
the
it all.
worst of situations,
Yes.
and then we
That's very
ride
true.
back up. But unfortunately, we have probably more setbacks that we care, but every one of them we managed to ride back.
Yeah, it's so easy for us.
Because
to
you know
move
what?
on.
Because I think also because we're a very young population, we're very forward looking. We're looking
Yeah.
at so much of life ahead of us.
Yeah.
So we can't afford to be really so negative about
We actually
things.
are positive thinkers.
Yeah, so we
all
kind of
us.
like always say, okay, how do I get around this? How do I overcome? How do I move on?
Very
diba?
young and
Yeah.
a democratic young country at
I mean,
that.
perfect example nga lang yung baha sa may interview, di ba, sa ABS, sa GMA,
Yes.
whatever station that is. habang nag-i-interview si reporter, may nasa likod na binabaha na.
Tumatalon.
Smile pa, alam mo yun.
She's so happy in this rainy weather.
I mean,
We're drowning, but we're happy.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no two ways about it. It's really a sad plight for all these things that are happening to us, and really we deserve better.
Yes.
But
We do.
When we're confronted by difficulties, we're not someone to shy away. We learn to face it head on. We don't necessarily know what to do, but we don't turn our backs and hide away into our bat caves and not come out after hibernating for a full year. I mean, we just we just gotta move on.
I mean, talk about resiliency. I mean, I was listening to Good Times, I think a week ago. They had this survey all over the world. The happiest country is the Philippines.
Really? Yeah. Because of the resilience, I suppose, right? Positive, forward thinking. Sir, question lang. Back to your being a Cebuano, because just recently... No, different question. Okay, because of the floods, diba? And this is like Ondoy feels all over again because people were saying that it's the first time they've seen cars patong-patong, ilalim sa putik. No, guys, this is not the first time. The first time you've seen it, but it's not the first time it's happened in the country. Ondoy happened before this. So my question here is, and I don't know if you did it for the things that happened in Ondoy before, what kind of help do you offer? Because I've seen the cars, the patong-patong cars, they're fairly new, sir? They're not like old, 90s model. It's like fairly new, bagong bili, kind of, maybe 3 years pa lang or something like that. What kind of, assistance? Do you offer assistance for, cars na nasa lanta ng bagyo? Or is it in the... when you sign a contract to buy your car, is it there? Or?
Well, if you want to get technical about it, it all depends on the insurance coverage you get, whether it includes the acts of God or not.
But for this one, it's extreme.
Yeah, so the one thing that we do first of all is to open our doors, because then motorists want to have a place to bring their cars to. Because they need to get it repaired, they need to get it assessed, they need to find out if, what can they do. Some of them depend on their cars or vehicles for their livelihood. And when it's not operating, when it's being run over by mud or water, their first question is, when can I get it back? How soon can I have it repaired? So the first thing we do is open our doors and make ourselves available. Our services, our technicians are all back. Assuming, of course, we have to look out for our own people, making sure they're not being affected. But we're always there. We stand by them. We don't, we take them in, and we do our best to have the parts available, services that we can, our shops.
And financial assistance as well.
Well, we
and
try
make it
to give,
easy for them.
Yeah, that's right.
Easy.
Exactly, right. So, but as I said, that's our commitment. We sell you a car. It's not just about selling you a car. It's making sure you get to use your car as much as you can, when you need it, where you need it, as you need it.
Yes. Okay. And as we close down the hour, later on, we're going to pick the chairman's brains about basketball. Because we have our Pitstop poll of the week.
Yes.
And
may issue siya, John. Meron siya issue, diba?
Hugas kamay si Wee dito. Wala siyang
wala talaga.
Thank you so much, Bianca, for this awesome idea. And also, of course, to Warren for helping us to check out the numbers for this Pitstop poll of the week, which we were supposed to do last week, but we had our Christmas dinner. Christmas dinner. So when we come back in the next hour, we're going to talk about that. Meantime, let's have some surfaces in Cave Town on Pitstop. My name is Jada.
Eggay Q.
And the Wee Man.
And this is Vince.
Wow.
Hey.
Okay. On today's best music, this is Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Oh, yes, you are. 5 minutes after 4 o'clock, it's still Pit Stop with you. My name's Jada.
Eggay Q.
And the Wee Man.
And this is Vince, waiting for my soda pop.
Oh my gosh, Vince! Are you a K-pop fan as well, or J-pop fan?
No, I'm just Vince.
you know from your younger employees the music that they listen to.
Yeah. Well, you gotta listen to them, right?
Yeah, you gotta listen to them. Okay,
He's got no choice.
Okay, so we're talking about we're gonna keep you for a little while.
Okay.
We won't let you go as early as we promised. But because we have a Pit Stop poll of the week. Okay, and we thank you so much, Bianca, again for putting this one up for us. It's on our social media accounts. If you had to put all your hard-earned money and bragging rights on one player, who is your one and only NBA GOAT? So the choices are, there can only be 4 choices because I think when you do this survey, the poll online on Facebook, there's a limit. Okay, so first on the list, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Stephen Curry. Okay, let's start with you, Eggay. MJ for the win for Eggay. Okay, how about you? The wee man.
Julius Irving, wala sa
I don't
choice yun.
think it's a question anymore.
What's
If
the...
you're a friend of mine on social media, everyone knows.
Everyone
It's
knows.
MJ all day,
Akala
all
ko-
the way.
Akala ko
MJ
Cabron.
Wow.
It always has been. There's never been a debate.
Yes.
In
I
the
agree, I
choices,
agree.
at least, diba?
Not even the
Let's-
choices.
Let's hear from Sir Vince.
Okay, Sir Vince.
Yeah, MJ.
Oh, see?
MJ
Unanimous, baby.
Well, he's
Then-
definitely my generation.
Oh, yes, definitely. But okay, is there anybody like a special mention that's not in the in the choices that you
Definitely.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's start
Ang
with
bilis
you, Wee.
sumagot,
Okay,
oh.
Wee, sino for you?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. For me
Yeah,
is
for you.
number 2 all time.
Okay, so
Next to
MJ and then Kareem.
Yes.
Okay, how about you, Eggay? Is there anybody on the list? Okay ka na, masaya ka
Medyo
na dito.
same Pero yeah, a bit further. So we went with Kareem. I'd go with
Larry
probably
Bird?
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Marami iba, Will Chamberlain. Paatras pa. Marami.
Chamberlain.
Bill Russell.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that takes me way back.
Sobrang...
How about you, Sir Vince?
I'll defer to the 2 gentlemen.
Because I think they know better.
Just
no?
because they know this thing better than I do.
Yeah, I won't even dip my fingers into this one because you guys know your better than
Basketball's
anybody
been
in
my
this
first
room.
love talaga.
I know.
Other than the automotive
Akala
industry.
ko food.
Third.
I'm not gonna get into slugfest with these guys by putting another name out there that they don't like.
No.
Absolutely. You're
I'm
gonna-
actually for the
Who's that?
I'm actually for the older generation.
Yeah,
Kumbaga,
you know what? I think so.
That's my that's our actually advantage kasi we were able to see both generations.
Yeah, both generations.
Yeah.
And this was even before the more enhanced technology in
Yes.
training,
No load
in rubber
management.
shoes.
Load management is an ish right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they don't even
right.
play 82 games anymore.
Exactly. And even the shoes that they wear, the outfits,
And,
you know.
players back in the day,
No
whether,
shaving of the legs or
yeah,
something.
What?
whether NBA or PBA, we players before, they drink and smoke.
Yeah,
They
everything.
But they have the stamina.
During halftime.
They
Yeah.
womanize.
And they-
Oh
alam
no,
yun.
we're not gonna get into all of that. Come on.
They party all night.
No, but
Yes,
they had the stamina, di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah, now
Kahit
everybody's so disciplined.
Yeah.
No girls in the hood for
Yeah,
a week or
disciplined
something
in a
like
way,
that.
I don't know. It's just that parang they need that extra motivation for them to function as well. Unlike before na,
It's
they
all
need-
for fun, I think, before, right?
Yes.
Bragging
and
rights
yes and no.
all that.
It's they're just more for me. This is just me. I'm talking as a millennial. Parang before it's just do your job and
Do it well.
you do it well, sleep, eat, repeat.
Yeah.
Ngayon parang
And
there's
it's just
so
raw
much more
talent,
activities to be done.
Oh, now parang the numero is everything.
You think it has
Yeah.
something to
Raw
do with
talent
the
now.
salary nowadays?
Yeah,
Sobrang
maybe.
laki na kasi ngayon.
Too
So
much.
much at stake.
Yeah.
So many
much at
contracts.
stake, yeah.
Right. For
So
the
much
love
to
of the
fight
for the love of the sport, I think was really much more relevant then. Now, for the love of the money, maybe is coming into play a bit more,
Right,
and there's a little more commercialization.
Yes.
Yeah.
The dynamics are quite different.
It's different.
You've got
Yeah.
all
Right.
of these, things to take into account: well-being and
Yes.
social media, and how you have to be inclusive and diverse.
Mental
So
health,
there's a lot of things.
emotional.
So in
Not
a way,
only-
actually, I don't envy those the sports players today, the
No.
sports professionals, because they have so much. Outside of just focusing on their sport,
Oh,
they just have to.
craft, yeah.
There's so much they have to worry about.
So much more going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you just get on the court. Come on, let's play.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Okay, so Christian Dom is saying hello to everyone, especially to
Hey.
our guest for today, Sir Vince.
Hi
Thank
there.
you. Yes, thank you so much, Christian Dom. And okay, back to the poll. Makalimutan ko na naman to. In our official website, the winner is Michael Jordan. Followed by
Hello.
LeBron James. Williams, but very far, like maybe give or take
1%?
60 points in between.
Oh.
Lastly, Kobe Bryant and Stephen Curry. Okay, so tayo sila and the last. All right, Facebook. Michael Jordan,
Pa rin.
Yes.
78% of the votes.
78.
Hear this, followed by Kobe Bryant, 11%.
Wow.
And then who cares about the last two, right? right.
Yeah,
Again, thank you so much, Sir Vince.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'm looking at the time.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
But okay, any messages to our listeners out there, those who are, car enthusiasts and those who are not even, thinking of cars, what do you have for them?
Well, first of all, happy holidays.
Happy
I have to thank all,
Merry Christmas. in
all the
advance.
best of the season to everyone. It's that time of the year, so let's make sure let's have fun. Let's spend time with our loved ones. But most of all, let's make sure we're safe. And, as we journey through the holiday season and through life in general, we're thankful for your support to the automotive industry and, of course, to Toyota in particular and to Lexus, of course. But generally, the automotive industry is thankful for everyone's patronage. It's growing, and we need your help to really continue to grow this business. This business is a very important part of the economy. We provide employment to a lot of people. We pay a lot of taxes. So, we really are thankful for everybody's support. But most of all, it's because the country needs to be more mobile. And so our role and our obligation and our responsibility as car makers is to give you the cars that you need to make sure that you're able to elevate your life.
Yes.
And so we're there with you. We will journey with you, and we're happy to hear from you. So thanks again for having me, guys.
Thank
and
you
Jada,
so
thank you so
much.
much for having me
You
today.
know how he referred to you as guys and me by my name? Okay, is there any social media accounts that they can reach you through if they have questions, that they haven't asked?
I'm more a face-to-face person. You want to come into my office? You're
Yes.
welcome.
Nice.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you.
See you at
Happy holidays.
Longhorn.
Thank you. I'll see you. I'll take you up on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you
Thank you so much.
And
Thanks.
have a safe trip,
Thank
okay,
you. Thanks
for
a lot.
this week. And up ahead, we've got some Taylor Swift for you. But for now, let's have some Mystical Magical with Benson Boone.
Thank you.
Magic 89.9.
And this is Pitstop, 25 minutes after 4 o'clock right now. And we've got our per usual stuff, okay, that we do every week. Oh, by the way, somebody, I forget his name, Marvin, I think, one of our winners for our loot bags has messaged our messenger account on Facebook and asking, about his prize. And thank you so much, Bianca, for arranging everything. I think Marvin already got the message on, the mechanics on how he can claim his prize. And for those of you who won prizes throughout the months that we've been giving away prizes, all you got to do
We still got
is...
some items to
Yeah,
check
just
out. So
head on
let's start
over.
again next week,
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's true.
December 10.
But for those who won, just head on over to the station,
Yes.
okay? 907. Are we Unit 907?
907.
907, 9th floor.
Do you know our station on
Paragon.
frequency?
Yes. Paragon Plaza. It's a corner of
FM?
Reliance Street. just say that you want for Pit Stop, and they already know what to do. The stash is in the studio for sure. It's available for you. Just bring a valid ID. Okay, just make sure you bring a valid ID. Also, by the way, guys, I was informed by Sarge and by Randy that usually these prizes that we're giving away, there's a limit to when you can claim it.
30 days.
2 months. Actually, they're very
60.
nice. 2 months.
60.
Yeah, 60 days. After that, it's ours.
Yes. Please don't claim it, please.
Because we want some for ourselves. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do first the motoring news.
All right,
Okay,
go.
Eggay Q,
Fire
that's your
away.
cue.
Okay, so CAMPI, or the Chamber of the Automotive Manufacturers of the Philippines, Inc., has a new member from China.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Well, this is significant
Yes,
because
Omoda
okay,
and,
we'll
Omoda and Jayco. So,
Ooh.
yes, the Chamber of Automotive Manufacturers of the Philippines Incorporated has welcomed a new member into its organization as Omoda and Jayco Philippines officially becomes CAMPI's newest car brand member. The addition of Omoda and Jayco is a testament to CAMPI's goal of further expanding its car brand members to ensure that the Philippines is ready for the future of mobility.
Okay.
Omoda and Jayco Koo said that being officially a Campi member is more than just a milestone, but a shadow of commitment to its brand expansion in the Philippine automotive industry. The formal induction into Campi was led by representatives from Momoda and Koo, as well as Campi President Attorney Romel Gutierrez. Attorney Romel was our guest last year.
Yes.
No?
Yes. Last
Tama?
year.
Yes, and so yeah, that's the news. And going back a bit to our interview with
Sir Vince.
Mr. Vince Soco, no? I'm kind of confident with his projections and Attorney Romel Gutierrez's hopes that from 400 today
To 500.
to 100 more for a month for a month for the
So
month of December.
Big chance talaga mahabol yun.
Bakit ako hopeful? Kasi
Because
yung mga government officials natin na mga walang hiya na medyo takot na
Ow.
Naubo ko dun eh.
I know.
they bought gray market units eh.
Yes.
Kung bumili
you're
sila
right.
ng local, dapat naka 500 na siguro.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think without that political thing that happened to us, I think the sales would have hit 500 faster.
Yeah. But how do we blame people who buy from the gray market if hindi available yung gusto nilang...
Yes. Oh, yun na nga.
Yeah.
Wala.
Wala.
There's nothing we can do about
hindi
that.
naman bawal eh, no? But again, also to stress a point of our former guest, LTO Chief Marcos Lacanilao, no?
Who you missed, by
yes,
the way.
sayang. he clearly stated that it's not prohibited to acquire or to import sports cars, luxury cars that are not being sold locally. Ang sa kanya lang is you have to
Papel.
do the right
Yes. Papelit.
papel registration.
Pay for it.
Pay the right taxes.
Pay the right taxes.
Make-
Even if,
Make
but-
sure your chosen importer does the right thing. The right goes into the
Process.
Why
the
can't-
legal
Pero
process.
Eggay, why can't like Campi or any other body include gray market sales since it's sales?
Because that's why there are some manufacturers that allow indent orders.
Even if it's not
Kasi
there. So
hindi sila pwede
yeah.
magparating ng marami kasi ang demand hindi sapat. So sayang. Yeah.
So,
So that's why may
paisa-isa.
indent orders.
Okay.
Pero hindi lahat ng gusto mo pwedeng
Yeah.
may indent order, di ba?
Yes.
Speaking of Chief Marcos, I read
May violation
in
ka
the
na
news.
kagad?
Ha?
May violation ka na kagad?
Wala naman.
Akala ko tinesting mo yung
Not
business
yet.
card. Di
Yes,
ba?
not yet. I haven't.
Umiyak ka talaga.
And you know what? I refuse to use it for that purpose.
Of course.
Yes.
You're a law-abiding former basketball center.
Let's not go that far. But no, but remember, just very recently it has been said that the EVs, the small ones, will not be plying the major thoroughfares. But he took it back.
He suspended.
He suspended that. So
The
they're
implementation.
observing
Right,
and
right.
they're going to do it in January 2026. That's what he
Yes.
said. That's what was promised. For now, they're allowed to ply the streets, the high streets, the highways of the metro, I guess. Just give way because Christmas and New Year and all that.
Yun ang that's... I don't know if I can call it a problem, but mahilig tayo sa...
It is a
Masyado
problem.
tayong mabait. Masyado
It
tayong
is,
mabait.
yeah.
no?
It is a problem.
It is.
Even
And it works to our disadvantage.
Yes. Even
In
before...
any aspect, yeah.
Yeah.
Even before LTO Chief Lacanilao was appointed, pinag-uusapan na natin.
Yes. Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
So ngayon,
True.
ito na siya, biglang...
Here's the
dahil-
chance, but he took it back. But it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll message him. I'll ask him.
Uy,
Sure. But ganun.
saying hi to you, to all the cars' very own Neil Pagulayan.
Hey,
Neil.
Neil! He's tuned in.
Tuned in.
Thank you so much
Neil
for...
P.
What, he messaged you?
Yes.
Bakit hindi si Eggay?
Wala, hindi yata.
Ka-age bracket ni... Magkakulay sila eh.
You're not reading your messages kasi. Okay, now let's go on to Not So Motoring News.
Yes, on the lighter side,
Okay.
you guys know Sophie Rain? No.
Sophie Rain.
Yeah.
Okay, what's
She is a content creator.
and what's happening
So,
with Sophie
content
Rain?
creator Sophie Rain has has transformed her immense success into a powerful opportunity to help others, demonstrating a significant commitment to fight against hunger. So having earned over $85 million in her career, she recently decided to make a meaningful impact by launching a pledge drive initiative dedicated to hunger relief efforts.
That's nice.
So, for those who don't
are
know,
not familiar with Sophie Rain,
Sophie Rain, Google's free. I challenge you right now.
I leave it to you
Hinihintay ko eh.
to find out who Sophie Rain is,
Yeah, so-
nationality, age, and all that.
Yeah, Sophie Rain is a OnlyFans content creator.
Yes, yes, okay. Galing but
Yeah.
for somebody like her, $85 million.
Yes.
Okay.
I think she earned more than LeBron James, or I think at par with LeBron James. Pero hindi pa niya tinalo.
Parang nagugulat ka.
Hindi pa niya tinalo si Diskaya.
Hindi pa. Not yet. I'm sorry.
Mas mataas pa
Not
si
yet
Diskaya.
there.
Okay, so
Di kaya. Di pa kaya.
Di kaya.
during a focused 24-hour pledge drive, Sophie personally donated approximately $121,000 directly to Feeding America, which is recognized as one of the largest hunger relief organizations operating across the United States. This substantial contribution is set to provide thousands of much-needed meals to families who are currently struggling to put food on their table. So kudos to Sophie Rain, content creator from OnlyFans.
Wait, have you participated in her campaign?
No. I don't
You
think I'm
have
gonna
your
do
own
so anytime soon. I have my
You have your own hunger feeding program.
Yes. I feed myself. That's a big program already.
Hindi nagugutom yan eh.
I was about to say. And
Laging busog yan.
And that's why he has his own.
Malaki na nga yung program ko eh. Diba?
I can see.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Amazing. So many things that we miss out. I feel like we were not here for just one episode and we already left out so much to talk about, happening in and around the metro, whether it was a not so motoring or motoring news.
It's not so easy to get back on track right away.
Not so much.
Kasi kunwari we missed a week.
Yeah.
It's not easy in any industry.
It's just once a week.
Yeah.
Pag nagka-absent ka, pag bumalik ka, parang wala naman nagbago. Parang normal sa'yo.
But ikaw.
Parang ikaw din. Ikaw yung huling absent, di ba?
Yeah. You're late ka pa today.
Once a year? Pwede na.
Late ka pa today.
Pwede pa
Ayun na nga
dagdagan. Pwede pa dagdagan.
But who's checking? Nobody's
one's
checking. Nobody's tallying the scores here. But yeah, we got one more thing to talk about before we head on out. We're going to take a short break. But when we come back, we've got some Sexy Red and Bruno Mars and some 2 Chainz for you. This is Pitstop on Magic 89.9.
The Pit Stop with Jada, and Eggay.
Magic 89.9.
There are so much
Yes,
more
sir.
interesting than the ones that happen on it. Oh dear, my name is Jada. You can't
Eggay
even
Q.
say your name, Eggay.
Duwiman.
And the women. Teka lang. Wait lang.
Nanginginig to.
Kasi, you know what the excitement of that conversation on air? Let's reserve it because I want to continue that conversation
Okay.
after we do this.
December 10. On
December
air.
10 on air. Okay. All right. So, thank you so much for joining us for the show.
You had a hang there, huh?
I did. Medyo gumanon, umikot.
Yeah.
Okay, but more in store for Pit Stop in next week, and of course we're looking forward to. I know it's only the first week or second week of December, but we're already planning for 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling the effects of the traffic.
Yeah.
We still have
Jeez.
2 shows for the year. That's
2 shows
10.
ba?
Yeah,
10.
December 10 and
Oo nga
December
pala,
17.
yes, okay. Galing ni Eggay.
Naghang ka lang.
Nagtatabs. Kasi ganda na usapan before
Ganda.
Okay, so hang in there because later on it's going to be Isabel with Home Stretch all the way till 9 p.m. I am not so sure if she has a guest, but I believe she does. I haven't checked the interwebs yet, but we are going to have a new Pit Stop poll of the week coming right up, and we'll let
Akala
you...
ko, new Pit Stop host.
Bakit?
Parang-
Wala. So,
Wala.
yeah, Pit Stop poll happening anytime towards the end of the week. We've got Big Breakfast with Big D on Friday. Thank you so
course.
much for listening to us on that. And anything to promote, Eggay? shows,
please,
pickleball. Where
yeah.
can we watch you play?
Yes, we have. Please do visit. Nawawala tuloy ako.
Kaya mo yan.
That's Autocar Philippines and Wheels Philippines.
No.
And yeah, we keep forgetting our own IG account. That's Pitstop 89.9.
Yay! Okay, ang galing. Green.
Nice.
Oh, diba? How about
Wow.
you? The wee
The
man.
wee man. Yes, please follow my socials, Autofocus PH and Motoring Today PH.
I almost forgot. Neil also messaged me. Hi, Neil! Thank you so much for tuning in, man.
Ikaw pala hindi nagche-check eh.
Oh, hi. Sorry. Neil, okay. Neil, if you're still tuned in, you have to understand I'm the one on board.
Okay.
And you
okay.
already know what that means.
Fine.
Oh, by the way, let's say hello to one of our OG jocks as well, Max Speed.
Oh.
Yes, and there is
OG.
a Shrek show happening this Saturday.
Shrek show?
Yeah, Shrek. You
As
know,
in
the musical.
The
Yes.
cartoon, yeah, okay.
Shrek the musical. It's happening at Newport Performing Arts Theater, and it's happening this Saturday, December 6th, 2025. It's at 8 p.m. Tickets are still available on Ticket Tech Australia. Ticket Tech, yeah.
Ticket Tech.
You can check out Ticket Tech. Tickets start at 1,500 pesos.
My son plays Pinocchio.
He does on all the shows.
All shows, yeah.
I think I'm gonna get to watch him.
Dapat,
I think.
Dapat. Akala ko manood ka na nga eh.
Hindi pa eh.
Yeah.
Busy
We're very
tayo.
tight, no?
We're very tight.
Jada,
Yes.
someone wants to be greeted advance happy birthday.
Advance happy birthday!
Fedoroha.
Ate Fe, happy birthday!
Yes.
Thank you so much for always being nice to me. And always tuning in.
She has no choice also. What are you talking about?
Magalit siya si
I mean,
Neil.
give ours ulit yan, hindi. Iba,
Si
iba,
Fe,
iba, iba,
si
iba,
Ate
iba.
Fe. Iba si Ate Fe to. Ate Fe of STV.
Kaya nga, tinatanong ko, give ours ba?
Wow.
Hindi, hindi.
Hey, another good friend celebrated her birthday on the first day of December. Tracy Abad.
Oh,
Now,
hi, Tracy.
Abad Prado. Happy birthday, Tracy. We love you. Mwah, mwah. And we've got all your requests lined up. Crash Adams up ahead. Lola Amor, even Steve Aoki, yo people. But for now, let's have some Coldplay. I miss them. I think they're going to extend their tour. And I hope to see them. Yes, hi, Chris. Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.